It's LeGarrette Blunt here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, Micro Mike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch Micro Mike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, aka Megatron. Big shout out to Micro Mike and the YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Mr. Micro Mike, and today we're going to talk about some key matchups of the Detroit Lions versus the Indianapolis Colts, and it is going to be a fun topic to talk about. Before I get into this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Why subscribe? Because I drop content every single day, and it's trying to get to 7,000 subscribers, and guess what? Around 60% of you are not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 7K. Key matchup of Detroit Lions versus Indianapolis Colts. To me, this is going to be a fun matchup and a key matchup of the Detroit Lions offensive line, a very good offensive line, one of the best in the NFL, against the Indianapolis Colts defensive line, one of the best in the NFL. For the Lions, you got Taylor Decker, signed a big deal. He is not allowed a sack, very few penalties, protecting the quarterback, living up to his contract. Done an outstanding job on that left side, and he's going to have his hands full on Sunday. You got Frank Ragnow, the stud center of the Detroit Lions, should be in the Pro Bowl, opening up the holes, making a difference, making a big difference for the run game, helping Stafford out, reading some defenses. Absolutely awesome job. And Halapoulivaati Vaitai in the right guard. Stud. Again, pass protecting Stafford. Opening up the holes. The Detroit Lions are balanced for the first time in many years. Going against a great defensive line led by DeForest Buckner. A fantastic trade they decided to do with the 49ers. Stopping the run, getting after the quarterback, being a terror to offenses. Great matchup. This is unstoppable force meets immovable object. Regardless of the outcome of the game, this is a key matchup I am going to be paying attention to from start to finish. Can the Detroit Lions offensive line do enough to open up the holes and get running the football? DeAndre Swift. Will he be able to continue his success? Now he's averaging over 5 yards a carry against a defensive line as stout as the Colts and the linebacking core that's amazing. Can he continue to get these chunk yardage? Will this occur? Can the Detroit Lions continue to protect Stafford against a very good front seven that disrupts the passer and that stops it all? Can Matthew Stafford continue to step in the pocket against this great defense? This game, to me, is the judge game for the Lions. We've seen the Lions do well in these facets against the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Those two teams, though, are not a great defense such as the Indianapolis Colts. If they can continue to do it versus this Colts team, that will do wonders for, personally, my thoughts on this team of being balanced and being power, and the fan base as well, and probably the mainstream media. For the Indianapolis Colts, their defensive line has shown great ability to do wonders against offenses so far this season. Make no mistake about it. The Lions' offensive line is very good. If they can penetrate the Lions' offensive line, stop the run, and get after Matthew Stafford, that will do wonders for their fan base as well as a legitimate contender. That would do wonders legitimately. Can they stop TJ Hockenson in the middle? TJ Hockenson's done a very good job exploiting the middle, key first downs, making big-time plays as well. He's not just a middle guy. He's doing big-time plays. Can they do that? We shall see. we shall see. And from the Lions' perspective, their linebacking core of the Colts is outstanding. Can the Lions get key first downs? Can Danny Amendola get in the middle and get that key first down? I think this is going to be a power type of game from that standpoint. The Detroit Lions secondary. They got their hands full against T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, make no mistake about it, can get past a defense. He can. He's fast, he's speedy, and he's underrated. Can Jeff Okudah not get burnt? Can they hold T.Y. Hilton inside and not let him get past the defense to make the big plays? A couple of big plays in this game that could decide it completely. Because I don't expect this game to be a big points type of football game. I can see a gritty game here. From the Indianapolis secondary perspective, the Detroit Lions have very good wide receivers in Kenny Galladay, and Marvin Jones Jr. has shown strides last week. Can Kenny Galladay get up in there and get the big-time plays against that secondary and help Stafford win this football game? Great game to look upon this as a power team. How do you win, folks, in the NFL? How do you win? You stop the run and you run the football. Get after the passer. It's simple. It's not math. I'm not a fan of finesse teams because finesse teams do good in the regular season, but when it gets colder out, you need a team to have power and to overpower another team. Look at the Tennessee Titans. Last year, power football team. This year, power football team. You win in December by running the football, stopping the run. It's that simple. What are the Colts known for? Run the football and stop the run. They're a power football team. This is known. Okay, they have a legitimate shot with that. Facts on their side. I want the Detroit Lions to be a power football team. I've been wanting this from day one. We haven't seen it. Last 2 weeks, we've seen strides, and that's great. I love it. With that said, going against a defense such as the Colts, if they can run the football and stop the run, and that defensive line who's shown strides, get after the passer, that will go a long way for me to drink that Kool-Aid. The defensive line has shown strides the last 2 weeks, but before that, they were getting gashed in the run game, and they weren't getting to the quarterback at all. Can they do it this week on Sunday? Hit that like button. Why? It helps bring the content out. Do you think the Detroit Lions can actually run the football on the Indianapolis Colts? Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment. Who's going to win this game? Colts or Lions? Let me know. The Detroit Lions need to develop into a power team. It's going to get cold out. It's starting to get cold out right now. And then if you want to be a playoff contender, if you want to beat the good teams, what you must do? Stop the run, rush the passer. Adrian Peterson, we brought him on here for the gritty yards, and he did not show good playing in the last 2 games. Can he step up and get those nitty-gritty yards this game against a great defense? Question mark. If he can't, Bo Scarborough should be for that spot, in my opinion, because you need to be a power team. And then, will DeAndre Swift overtake and become the number 1 running back, regardless about the number 2? I want to see DeAndre Swift run the football against a very good front 7. I want him to have the most carries. Will Darrell Bevell commit to running the football this game? I hope so. Even if we don't get the big yards, you need to commit to running the football because you need to wear defense out. Maybe you'll get some yards. Not too big in the beginning. With that said, in the fourth quarter, if you run through the first 3, you will gain yards, even against a very good front 7 in the Colts. This is key. Can the defensive line get after the quarterback, resulting in Phillip Rivers turning the ball over, in which he has done so far this year? The secondary has made plays, has made turnovers. Can they get turnovers against Phillip Rivers? win the turnover battle, win the football game. So many question marks that we've had through this season. This team has turned a corner. Can they do it against a very good defense? Can they? If they can, that will go a long way for me suggesting the Lions can make a wild card spot and go and take a run for the future of this team. Same with the Colts. If they can beat the Detroit Lions, if they can rush the passer against a very good offensive line, they got a bright future as well. So I'm also going to be paying attention to that because on Sunday, I'm doing the Detroit Lions live watch party, Lions vs. Colts. Hit that notification bell and do not miss. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. You don't want to miss out on it. I'm trying to be unbiased as humanly possible versus the game. I do live play-by-play. I break down what just took place, who made the error, who made the success on a play. Try not to be blaming some unfounded players and get that in there. You hear the audio of the game. Make sure you are there and don't miss out. It's going to be absolutely fun. The chat goes wild and it's relatively peaceful and everyone just having a good time. With that said, folks, adios.